Welcome to National College Australia's online induction program. This induction will cover an overview of your course, what do I need to do to complete this course, policies and procedures, student support and engagement, the online learning platform, the work placement program, frequently asked questions, study tips, what happens next, and key contacts. Before we get started, please log in to NCA Point. You will have been sent your login details from Client Services. Use these details to log into NCA Point. Let's take a closer look at NCA Point. When you first log into the system, you'll see your course appear. Click on the course to access all of the resources that make up your course. All of the subjects for your course are displayed once you access your course outline page. These include Induction, Learning Resources, and Assessments. We will go through these shortly. The first subject you'll need to access is Welcome to NCA, which is your online induction. This appears at the top of the course outline page. Please note the due date for completion of your induction. Click on this subject and it will take you to the induction page to complete your mandatory induction. You will need to access each component on this page by simply clicking on them. These include your induction video, course delivery and assessment plan, and your assessor guide. You can bookmark any of these components by clicking this icon. This will allow you quick access to them through the Bookmark tab on the menu at the top of the page. As you access and read through each component, a green tick will appear against that component and the bar starts progressing. Click the name of your assessor to access their contact details at any point in time throughout your course to seek academic assistance. Once you have accessed, read and understood all the information, you will need to acknowledge this by clicking the green Complete Course tab at the top right-hand corner. Once this is done, a Client Services Coordinator will be in contact within 5 days to ensure everything is on track. You can use the menus or tabs at the top of each page to navigate and access the main pages of the platform, including My Course, Admin Centre and Bookmarks. In the Admin Centre, you can access and search for guides, handbooks, policies and procedures, and forms. You can filter through the documents using these links or use the search field. These are your learning resources. Click on each unit within the skills group to access your reading resource. Access your reading materials through an ebook. An ebook is a digital book and they can be viewed on computer, tablet or phone through the learning platform. The ebooks are great tools to use because there are so many features available that will help with your learning. When using the ebooks, you can add notes to the book, highlight text or bookmark sections of the book. You can even search for information or page numbers in the book without having to go through every page. You'll also see some questions in the book. These are not mandatory and won't be sent to your assessor. They're purely there for you to practice answering assessment questions. All of your assessments will be submitted through the learning platform. As well as accessing the ebooks through NCA Point, you can also download a copy to your computer, phone or tablet. This will allow you to read the books offline. You will receive an email with your login details and a link to the Campion My Connect ebook dashboard. You can access your mailbox from here. The assessments are made up of knowledge assessments and performance assessments. The knowledge assessments include quiz, short answer questions and case studies. You will need to complete all of these to achieve a satisfactory result for your knowledge component. The quiz will be marked automatically and the result will be available to you immediately. You can use the result to identify the subject areas you need to work on further. With the short answer questions, you will need to provide a written response to the questions in the space provided. With case studies, you will need to read a scenario and answer the questions that follow. Both the short answer questions and case studies will be marked by your assessor. The performance assessments are made up of workplace projects and observation activities. The performance assessments will need to be completed in the workplace. You'll then need to submit evidence of performing the task or activity. All of the requirements are outlined in the assessment documents. If you need help with any of the assessments, please contact your assessor through NCA Point. Please note the due dates for your knowledge assessment as well as the performance assessment on the course outline page of NCA Point. You will need to diarise these dates. What do I need to do to complete my course? Watch the induction video. Refer to the Client Services Welcome email. Access the online learning platform to start. Access your learning support material online to gain the knowledge you need for completing your knowledge assessment. Answer the knowledge questions in the learning platform for your assessor to mark and provide you with an outcome. Start the performance component of your course. If you're not working in the industry, you'll need to complete work placement, where you'll get to do the performance-based assessments. If you are working in the industry, you'll need to collect performance-based evidence at work. Submit the performance evidence online. Your assessor will mark your work and provide you with the outcome. Once all assessments have been completed successfully, a final check will be done and congratulations, your certificate is issued and will be posted to you within 28 days. We'll do our best to ensure we keep you happy, but if there's anything you're not satisfied with, we'd like to hear about it. You can contact your Client Services Coordinator to discuss any issues via email, or you can give us a call. A copy of our Complaints and Appeals Policy and Procedure can also be found on our website. Your course is designed to be delivered within a set time frame. By agreeing to our terms and conditions, you have also agreed to complete your course within the given period. If you are in a government subsidised course, poor progress could mean the termination of your enrolment. Plagiarism is when you use someone else's ideas and you present them as your own. This can refer to any information you copy and paste from the internet or from another learner. Plagiarism is a serious breach of your enrolment with NCA and could result in termination of your course. If you are studying under a government subsidy, you'll be required to demonstrate active progression or risk being withdrawn from your qualification. There are two areas of support available to our students. Academic support is your assessor. Your assessor is the key contact for anything to do with the academic part of your course. Administrative support is your Client Services Coordinator. Your Client Services Coordinator is the key contact for anything else to do with your enrolment. Work placement is a structured program designed to collect evidence about your ability to perform the required tasks on the job. Anyone who isn't working in the actual job role will need to do work placement. Your course delivery and assessment plan will tell you when you need to be doing your work placement. It's best to start looking around your local area for workplaces who might be able to host you right after you start the course. Closer to the time you're required to do placement, our work placement coordinator will be in touch with you to start discussions about your placement, and they'll go over everything with you in detail to make sure you're well prepared. It's important to note that under no circumstances should you start placement without written confirmation from the college. Do I need to adhere to the word count? In the short answer questions, the word count requirement is provided as a guide to ensure your response is sufficient. We recommend that you try and adhere to the word count. Can I submit my knowledge assessment before doing my performance assessment? Yes, ideally you should be completing the theoretical component before you start the performance-based evidence. Can I fail the course? Technically, you can't fail the course because there aren't any tests. You'll need to do a series of different assessment tasks and activities that prove you have the ability to do the job. If you don't meet the minimum requirements in the assessment tasks, you will be able to do the task at least one more time. Your assessor can provide you with more information. What resources will I receive from NCA upon enrolment? In your welcome email, you would have received the following documentation to kickstart your study journey: the Learner Handbook, notification of enrolment for government subsidised enrolments, and the induction video. Where can I access my reading resources? You can access your reading materials through NCA Point. Click on each unit of competency under Learning Resources to access your ebooks. Let's take a look at some simple tips that could help speed things up for you. Everyone studies at their own pace and in their own way. We all absorb different information and in different ways, so the first place to start is to get to know the learner in you. Start by getting familiar with the online learning platform. Browse the different sections so you're comfortable in navigating your way around the platform. Look at the assessment tasks before you start the knowledge component. It will be easier to know the types of questions you'll be answering ahead of time. Draw mind maps, create images, diagrams, shapes instead of pages and pages of notes. You can use bullet points to summarise key information. Schedule study sessions in your week that are non-negotiable. Make it your lockdown time. Stay away from all distractions. You'll get much more done in 2 hours of disruption-free time than you could in 4 hours of interrupted time. Get in touch with your assessor to stay connected. Your Client Services Coordinator will be in touch to welcome you to NCA and make sure everything is on track. You will receive the mandatory online induction checklist as confirmation that you have watched this induction presentation. You will need to fill in the induction checklist as soon as you receive it, so we have confirmation that you've been through induction. Please ensure all areas are checked off before submitting. You can sign the form electronically with your finger on your mobile screen or with your mouse on the computer. And we want your feedback. NCA is seeking continuous improvement, and as such we'll be sending you interval opportunities to provide feedback through questionnaires and surveys. We look forward to hearing from you. As mentioned earlier, your key contact is going to be the Client Services team. Here are their contact details for telephone and email. Remember, the key to success in this journey is commitment, planning, and focus. You've come to the end of the presentation. Remember to fill in the online induction checklist as soon as you receive it, so we have confirmation that you've been through induction. You're ready to go.